gorgeous, welcome back to the makeup aisle. Today's video is going to be my March 2017 favorites. So as I think I have mentioned before, I do an everyday makeup drawer for each month. So basically my products are going to come from what I've been using that month. It is very rare, but sometimes if I get a new item that I'm just so excited to try right away, I will pop it in there. And sometimes it does make it onto the list. But for the most part, 99.9% of these products are products that have been in there the entire month. And these are products that I have used quite often during that month. I'm going to go in no particular order. I'm just going to grab the first thing that's in front of me and go for it. The first item that I have here is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. And I think everybody knows what this looks like. This is such a beautiful highlighter because it is not a blinding highlighter. It is a softer highlighter. It gives you a very natural glow. It is just gorgeous on the skin. I love the fact also that it lasts many hours. Just because it's a little softer doesn't mean that it kind of just evaporates into thin air and then, you know, the highlighter is gone in like 2 or 3 minutes. This is really nice. I think about $4.99. This is what it looks like. I'm going to try not to blind you. You get a really good amount for the price that you pay for this. I actually have 2 more highlighters, so I'm going to continue on with that product. The next one is the Wet n Wild MegaGlo Highlighting Powder, and this is the one from the spring line. I'm not sure if you could see that, it has a little heart in the center. I have both of the shades. This one that I had in the month of March is the Sweetest Bling. This highlighter is gorgeous. This, you pack it on, you can definitely see from outer space. And again, the cost, I think maybe $3.99. I mean, Wet n Wild just continues to kill it with the highlighting game right now. The third and final highlighter, right? Yes, this is the final highlighter that I have, is the Makeup Revolution Skin Kiss. And this is what it looks like with the cover on. And then this is what it looks like with it open. Still a blinding package. It's a really gorgeous, like rose gold packaging. You get a lot of highlighter for the money. I will link everything down below. I do not recall how much this cost, but it definitely was not more than $10, and I think it was even cheaper than that. They have 3 different versions, a very light kind of whitish version. This is the gold that they have, and then almost like a pinky gold type of highlighter. This highlighter is absolutely gorgeous, like just perfect. Makeup Revolution does a really good job, I think, with its highlighters. And moving on to bronzers, actually I have 1 bronzer, and this is also from Makeup Revolution. This is the Ultra Bronze. This is what it looks like. So it's, I think it probably came out at about the same time as the highlighters because the packaging is very, very similar. This is Ultra Bronze. Actually, I think it's only 1 shade, so it's just Ultra Bronze. But I love it because it's not too light, it's not too dark. It warms up the skin beautifully. It's a very finely milled. It goes on, you know, it doesn't go on patchy. It blends out really nicely. So, I mean, there's not much more you can say about it. It's a bronzer, but it's just really nice. I loved the way it looked on my skin. And again, I think this was $10 or less. Makeup Revolution with their bronzers as well. I own a couple of their bronzers and they're really nice. So if you want a bronzer that's cheap and really nice on the skin, the Makeup Revolution Ultra Bronze might be the way to go for you. For blush this month, although I had several blushes that were in my everyday makeup drawer for March, I kept reaching for this almost every single day. And this is the Flower Beauty Flower Pots blush. This one is in Sweet Pea. But this shade is just gorgeous. For me, because I'm a little darker, I do have to build it up. But once it's built up, oh, it is just the most beautiful flush of color on the cheeks. It doesn't budge. It doesn't look crazy as I keep building it up. You know, sometimes when you continue to build up products, they make your skin look like just really caked on. This is not the case with this blush. I believe they have like 6 shades, but this blush is just absolutely beautiful. I love the fact that it has like a little rose on there, if you could see that from there. The packaging is really nice, really sleek. That's the way it looks. I think most people have seen these blushes. But if you haven't tried the Flower Pots blush by Flower Beauty, definitely give it a go. I want to say they're like $6.99 or something. Moving on to contour, although this says it's bronze, this is the Bronze Booster from Physicians Formula. I'm going to try not to blind you. This is what it looks like. And I think I've talked about this before, perhaps in like a haul video. The cover doesn't open up too much, but that's what it looks like there. And I love to mix the middle color and the bottom color for contour. It is just perfect for me. I find that it just goes in nicely in the hollows of the cheeks. It shades that area beautifully. Moving on to foundation. So for the month of March, I actually was trying to finish this off because it is expired. So this is actually going to be hitting the garbage, unfortunately, but I did already order a backup because I love it so very much. It is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Gel Foundation. I've used this in a couple of videos already. I've talked about this a lot. I just love this foundation. It goes on so beautifully. And when they say gel, it's almost like a gel, but I don't know, it's so hard to describe. It's almost like a cloud going onto your face. Every time I put this foundation on, I'm like oohing and eyeing in the mirror as I'm putting it on because it goes on flawlessly. It blends out beautifully. The shade is gorgeous. It almost like it floats over your skin. It doesn't break up during the day. It lasts really a long time. Like, I'll get home from work if I've used it on a day that I'm at work and I still have foundation on and it still looks really nice, really even. You have to order it from Amazon. If you're in the States, you can no longer get it in the States, but I paid $15 for it and I have Prime, so I got it in like 2 days. But again, this is going into the garbage. So I spent all of March trying to get out as much as I could. And usually I don't use liquid foundation or cream foundation every single day, but because I was trying to finish this up, I was using this like 3 or 4 times a week, just trying to get it out. And the fact that I didn't break out from it is testament to how good this foundation is. I tend not to use liquid foundations daily because if I continuously use it, they do tend to break me out just a bit. Just can't say enough good things about this foundation. If you haven't tried it yet, high recommend on this. I had several foundation primers in my everyday makeup drawer for March, but this one I kept reaching for a lot. Not only because it's a newer product to me, but because I really like it. It's the Pores No More from Dr. Brandt. It is one that is like a pore refiner, so it really blurs your pores, really sets the stage for foundation. It's just a great foundation primer. It's something that is, yeah, they haven't necessarily reinvented the wheel, but it's a great primer. You also get a lot and it comes with a pump, which I really like. So it looks almost foundation colored, but it goes onto the skin once you start blending. Completely clear, goes into the skin beautifully, doesn't feel slick, doesn't feel oily, doesn't feel sticky. It just is a really nice foundation primer. If you're looking for something that's pore refining and like blurs your pores, this is always a really nice option. For setting spray, I think I've talked about this before, and it's everywhere right now because everyone and their mother, their grandmother, their daughter, their dog, their birds are using it. It's the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This stuff is phenomenal. It smells really good because sometimes setting sprays can have like a funky smell. So this smells really nice. It goes onto the skin beautifully. The spray nozzle, I know a lot of people talk about that from different setting sprays. If the spray nozzle kind of just comes at you, just like shooting a spray of liquid, I mean, your face gets like drenched. With this, it's just really nice. It's kind of a really nice overall spray on the face. So yeah, you can drench your face, but it goes into the skin so quickly. It doesn't, you know, get sticky or tacky or anything, make your makeup run, anything like that. And I have noticed that my makeup does last longer with this. Definitely that once I'm done with this, it is gonna be a repurchase of mine. I have another Flower Beauty product, and I know I've talked about this before, and I use this actually in 2 of my tutorials and a couple of other videos. This is the Flower Beauty loose setting powder. I have fallen in love with this powder. It goes on the skin quickly, beautifully, blends out gorgeously. I love the shade on my skin. It doesn't look dry or, you know, patchy, anything. It just sets the face beautifully. It mattifies the skin. This is what I've been reaching for lately. Like 10 out of 10 times. I haven't reached for anything else, although sometimes I will use like a pressed setting powder. This is what I've been reaching for this entire month. So this is something that if you're looking for a loose powder and want something good at a good price point, and again, even if you can afford high end, sometimes you don't want high end. If there's a powder that's cheaper and works just as good, why not? I definitely recommend this loose powder from Flower Beauty. For eyeshadow primer, I've talked about this before. I think I've talked about most of these, but for this month, my favorite has to be my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. And I think most people have seen what this looks like. They market it as an eyeshadow, but I think most people tend to use this as a primer. Because it is an eyeshadow, it's made to be on the eyelid. But what I like about this is that it's almost like a concealer shade. So if you have any veining, any redness, any discoloration, this neutralizes all of that because it's going to turn the eyelid one shade. I set it with a eyeshadow that's close to my skin shade, and then everything else after that is literally a cakewalk. All of the shadows that I put on after just blend beautifully. There's no skipping, no tugging, none of that. Little goes a long way. I have been using the crap out of this primer this month whenever I've been doing looks, and I've been wearing a little more eyeshadow this month because I've been trying out a lot of new stuff, and every time I do, I've been reaching for my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. And it's like, you could see that there's brush strokes in there because I use a brush, I don't use my finger, but there's no dent made in it. So I think this is gonna last me a long time. But if you haven't tried their paint pots, I was on the fence for forever. I just got this, you know, maybe like 2 months ago, if that. Go out and do it. Just get it. You will not be disappointed. It is one of the best primers I have ever used. I have oily eyelids, so a lot of primers that I have used do not work for me because as the day goes on, the eyeshadow's kind of creping and like beating up and getting all oily. Painterly for me, from MAC, is perfect. It doesn't allow my shadow to do that. The shadow still is vibrant, you know, hours later. I have no beading, I have no sweating, I have no breaking up of the product, nothing. For concealer this month, I have been loving the Milani Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer. I was like, lifting, what the hell is that? Light Lifting Concealer. And let's see, this one's in 04 Medium, which actually looks a little light, but I do like it to highlight the areas. So if I have a concealer that's closer to my skin tone, because I do have several that are like that, I will put that on first and then dot a little bit of this kind of in between and then blend it out. Gorgeous. It doesn't crepe on you, it blends out beautifully, it's not cakey, it's not too heavy. It's just a really nice concealer, and it has this kind of puff at the top, if you can see it there. I don't tend to use this on my face. I will put this on a brush or a beauty blender and then go ahead and put it on my face. This concealer from Milani is really nice. I love it. My next favorite is a brush, and I talked about this in my last tutorial, and I just love it. I've really come to love this brush, and this is from ColourPop. This is their, let me see if you can see it there. This is their eyeliner brush, and I have like eyeliner brushes from Morphe and Sigma, and not that there's anything wrong with them. I have just found that the ColourPop one is a little stiffer. And not in a bad way. It doesn't feel like sharp that you're gonna like cut your eye, or if you poke your eye by mistake, you're just gonna like lose your cornea or something. It's not that. It's just that it holds its shape better than other brushes that I've tried. It's just really stiff so that when you're trying to get that line, it's not like flooping everywhere. It just holds its shape nicely so that when you're going across the eye doing the gel eyeliner, it holds that shape, and I find myself reaching for it more and more than my other brushes. To finish off my March favorites, I have 2 lip products. The first one is a HydraMatte liquid lipstick from Gerard Cosmetics. I've had this for a while now, and I actually have to order another one because this is my only one. But I pulled it in this month because I hadn't used it in a while, and I just love it. It's in the shade Cher. And I am going to swatch this for you because that's the shade right there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And the thing I love about the Gerard HydraMattes is that they're not drying. This is one of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas. You've heard me say in the past, I am not a matte liquid lipstick person, but this by far is one of my favorite formulas, and by far my favorite shade of any liquid lipstick that I own or have seen. It is just the perfect everyday kind of mauvey, pinky, brownie nude. For me, because I'm always on the lookout for that perfect nude, this does it for me. They also have the Cher lip liner, and I did buy that, so that in conjunction with the HydraMatte liquid lipstick, fierce. Like, I can't even stress that enough. Absolutely beautiful. The last item that I have for my March favorites is a lip gloss. I actually got sent this by Essence. I had made an order. I think some of the products that I had ordered were not available. It took forever to get it. And they sent this to me as, you know, like a little free gift for, you know, apologizing that it took too long. I'm kind of glad they did because I absolutely love it. It is their XXXL Shine Lip Gloss. And this shade is in Nude Kiss. It is one of my, or quickly has become one of my favorite lip glosses. It's tacky enough, but not too tacky, sticky enough, but not too sticky, if that makes sense. It's kind of in the middle. So if you like gloss with just a little bit of, you know, stick to it, this is really gonna be nice. You can use this on your own and it's on its own and it's beautiful. I tend to layer it sometimes over lipstick. Absolutely gorgeous. I have been wanting to try them out, so I know that I am going to buy more shades because it's just absolutely beautiful on the lips. But the good thing about it too, because I know sometimes people get worried with tacky lip gloss or sticky lip gloss, you know, you're going to have all that gunk between your lips and stuff. No, not with this lip gloss. It lasts really nicely. It doesn't kind of gunk up or anything like that. It's just really nice. And for $2.99, again, you just can't go wrong. So that is going to do it for my March 2017 favorites. I cannot believe we're already into April. And just to share a little tidbit, in 2 weeks, I am going to IMATS New York. So I am like super excited. I wanted the month of March to hurry up and get the hell out of here, because this is going to be my first year, so I'm excited to do that. But thank you so much for watching, spending a few moments of your day with me. If you saw anything that you would like maybe a review on or want me to go more into depth about, please leave it down below in the comment bar. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you click that bell so you can get notification of whenever I upload a new video. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!